Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with another video here on the weekly reset happening today. In today's video, we're going to be going over, once again, all the upcoming updates and changes to come, in addition to the events that are also going live. So, as per usual, if you want to stay up to date with Marvel Strike Force content, crush these events completely free to play, just like myself, please make sure you follow along, hit that like button, and give the channel a sub for future videos just like this. So, not gonna lie, guys, before I get started here, I do want to point out it is going to be a dry week. There isn't really a lot going on right now in the game, besides obviously the weekly events that we have ongoing, but I mean, even that has been a bit dry. We know we are waiting the anticipation of Battle World returning. They're building up a little bit of hype and whatnot for Age of X around the corner, and especially with Lysandra being required for Xavier himself, that was previously noted in the blog post from last week, right? So with it being a little bit of a drier week and not too much going on, and Valentine's Day also being at the end of the week, I do expect that there's going to be some sort of news drop or some sort of hype blog just to get us ready here in the coming weeks here. But let's get started. Milestones, first and foremost, I'd like to talk about the things that are wrapping up in case you guys aren't aware. But remember, World War Olympus is obviously still ongoing, or just about halfway there in terms of the festivities. Remember, with this event, respectively, this is how you can maximize on getting more shards of Hercules himself, right? He's been pivotal in the spotlight raids, and obviously they have a place in the war meta as well. And typically what we've seen with these featured characters is that more events coming out, they get featured in terms of bonus points. Invasion of the Gods. This is the one wrapping up from last week. So hopefully you guys were able to maximize and take advantage of, obviously, the monthly item here. Essentially with this one, playing raids with Uncanny Avengers. And then if you did have Jean Grey and Hercules, you'd be getting extra bonus points there, 5 stars and above. And then lastly, it is actually a campaign energy spending event. So that's how we've been able to amass this. But we just hit this, so we're in the clear here. So looking really good. Now, in terms of festivities, in terms of what's going on now, right? These are the ones that are launching live today. So we have In Love and War, and then we also have Hold the Line. So Peggy Carter shards are going to be coming in the way of Slow Drip, essentially just making sure that you're participating in the Alliance War, right? Whether you play on offense or defense, there's going to be points to be had. But what is notable, though, make sure you guys have these teams to be utilized. And again, remember, they can be used on defense too. You'll still get the points, but essentially you're getting bonus points here with Astral, Annihilators, Illuminati, Infestation, and then as well as the daily free claims that we're getting from MarvelStrikeForce.com. So again, doesn't matter if you're on offense or defense, just make sure that you have these characters available, because over the duration of this week, it's going to give you some easy points there to take advantage of, obviously, and then that's going to help with the Hold the Line. And then with holding the line here, again, there's going to be some shards here for Peggy Carter, and there's also going to be some Slow Drip orbs. So definitely want to take advantage of it while you can, because there's definitely going to be some good amount of shards here just to get a head start on her before her actual free-to-play event comes. And again, that just comes from being engaged. Now, I did make a video on this yesterday in terms of In Love and War. I'll link it below if you guys need to get a snapshot summary of it. But essentially with this event anyways, this one is once again tied back to a bit of war-esque aspect, but as well as also utilizing campaign energy, if I'm not mistaken here. So you have to earn these Cupid arrows from campaign energy. There's also a web milestone component tied, but as you can see, if you have absolute A-Force characters, they're going to be giving you points. Even better if you have them at 5 stars and above, because that's where the bonus points are coming from. Aside from that, that's pretty much it for this event. I mean, take advantage of the fact that there's going to be some web milestone points, but it's really driven by if you have these characters at 5 stars and above for In Love and War. And remember, we always want to be going for at least the monthly item, because this adds a significant amount of points for the monthly. So you can see here, this one right here, this is the Cupid's Bow at 885,000 points. I don't know if the points on that is correct, because that's quite a bit of points. I think maybe there was a bit of a typo or maybe an extra 0 or something like that. But that looks a lot bigger than the math I was doing in terms of my breakdown. But yeah, make sure you check that out, guys. It might give you a better reference. But remember too, this is also going to be a leaderboard event. So this actually does have Peggy Carter diamonds reward. So if you're in the top 2,000, you can actually take advantage of that. And obviously for players that just want to progress in Dark Dimension 8, there's the purple ISO 8 ions, but top 10,000 players can get that, which is 210, but still not really a reliable stream. They still need to address that, and that's why Battle World's coming back, because it's going to give us another opportunity here for taking more of these ISO 8, but because we also don't know what Age of X and Dark Dimension 9 or Dark Dimension 10, whatever they want to call it, we don't know what the requirements of that is going to be. So it could be a mix of gear tier 20 it could be a mix of obviously the purple ISO 8 as well. Aside from that, I mean, we're currently in the strike pass here for Medusa, but she is actually coming in the battle pass as well. So today, starting in the new battle pass, Medusa is actually coming into this as well. So there's gonna be extra shards of her. And then also, just to wrap things up here, I believe this is gonna be happening right before Valentine's Day. We do actually have the next Falcon here, the Joaquin variant of Falcon. He is going to be coming into the game on February 13th. So there's going to be some power core orbs there. There's going to be some opportunities to buy him if that's what you wish, and also his respective showcase. And speaking of showcase, in case you guys missed this from last week, but remember, these are going to be tied back, right? This Liberty Expedition, this is the one that's continually being utilized for the web store milestone. So this is what's building up points and helping us with all the weekly events. So make sure you guys are doing that. But also, I am a fan of these showcase events because every single time they've released them, there's been additional gold fragments here that we can farm. That's the main one that I usually farm. And that's how we now have, like, we've amassed quite a bit of gold. We've amassed quite a bit of power cores because I am using them sparingly, depending on, obviously, the characters and game modes that are coming that, require these resources. But in the meantime, there hasn't really been a reason to use a lot of them. Hence, I am in conservative mode. I am hoarding and waiting for the next big thing. And I do believe the next big thing is likely going to be aspects relating back to Age of X. I do fully expect to use my power cores actually for Lysandra as well. So we're just waiting for that, right? We're waiting for the next big announcement here. Typically, this happens every February, March, where there is an announcement of what's happening in terms of big things coming to the game. So that's what I'm staying tuned for, guys. In the meantime, it may be a little dry right now, but I would caution you guys, make sure you just save up resources and whatnot, because end of the day, when it starts going, when it turns into a full-on sprint, we're not going to have time to catch our breath. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. This usually happens every year when all these things come together. March, April being usually the busiest time. So yeah, preparation week, guys. Make sure you just take your time, enjoy the game, enjoy the downtime while there is still downtime. I definitely do appreciate that for my personal life as well. But yeah, let me know what you think in comments below. If you're a fan or you're not, thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.